Testing, testing. Testing, testing. It was working. Head check. So hello everybody, we are live, back with some Genshin Impact. Well, and today we'll be continuing the Snezhnaya story. We just started the last round. Our version 7.0 with Genshin. And you see Snezhnaya is a snowy place. So, let's get into it. Here we know, as you see, we got a, working. We got a newcomer, Ali Losha, name. See, check one more thing. Let's get into it. We need to go to the pod. Let's go to the. That's when you go to a restaurant. What is this?
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot.
Feeling better now?
Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor.
It's okay, we are under any time pressure. The sooner you recover, the sooner we can start exploring.
You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, the million more question is, what is this Haritsa planning? Everything else leads back to that.
Yeah, that's our main goal, coming to Snezhnaya.
Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful.
One of the threats we need to face, I think.
To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word-on-the-street type of info. Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us. But...
they're all Fatui.
Right. And when we left Nocrai, Sandroni specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsa's grand plan.
Still worth asking. Maybe we can learn more non-confidential info.
Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Gloopov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'll be a waste not to go. There's gotta might be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Snezhnaya? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino. Let alone Snezhnaya. She basically told us to stay in her lane already.
Well, it's been a while since we last saw Tartaglia.
Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nodcry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
Hello,
It's
Alosha.
Alosha! Come in!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather.
We'd be grateful you'd take a look at her.
I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're, Faye, I presume?
Yes.
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human. Right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we?
Our taste in food is a little bit different. Biggest difference probably your appetite.
More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Of course. I'm not convinced by that logic.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over, but as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Yeah, let's see how it goes over the next few days.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
I'll stick to the local area then. Don't you worry about that.
Alright then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me.
Thanks for everything.
Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do. See you around.
Alright, time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
So we need to go find Tartaglia. Level 20, so we'll put... We have a higher level in our party. And who's gonna be?
I'll take care of this.
What is this? New quest, apparently. Instead, we're going to see Tartaglia. What is this? Okay.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit.
Looking for someone. You pass along the message.
Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued.
But we're old friends. I know they want to see me.
Might I ask who you're hoping to visit?
Harbinger Tartaglia.
Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with a Harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the proper procedure. Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer.
Guess I picked a bad time.
Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules.
Hey, who's
You'll make
this?
life easier for both of us. Greetings, Lady Marionette.
Sandrone.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
I've no one who showed up unannounced. Gentleman has been very accommodating.
Is that right? Good to know.
She's a little bit under the
Wait, where's
weather.
Paimon?
She's a little bit under the weather. She's recovered at the restaurant.
Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need.
She's already seen a doctor. He said it's nothing serious. Damn it. He said he just needs to rest for a couple of days.
Alright then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems.
You come out here specifically to see me?
Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself.
You already guessed it was me, didn't you?
Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a Harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class, unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course.
What? Why?
Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
So I guess we need to go Sandrone to the bookstore. Guess we're going in anyway. So we go in. And on the wall. And see. Nothing. Get into it. What happens if we try one? Nothing. Can't get any. Just go with Sandrone to the bookstore. this? This is gonna hurt. This is gonna
Don't!
Ow.
Crush my dreams!
We're back. And we're stuck. You also need to unlock this area, so let's go over here. Head to a bookstore. What's this message? What is this message from the Igray? Oh yeah. In French.
Feels like the wind's creeping in from the back of my shirt. And also the front.
The stories. Lowest. Let me waypoint is. The stories over. Go to lunch. What is this? This a quest or? What am I in? This must be a different quest. Looks like two groups have gotten to a disagreement. One more time I'll tell you, keep your noses out of this. The old sire also said this, debts are to be repaid always. Yeah, I don't know why gone to. We'll go back to the main quest, please. What do you think you're doing, bullying a little girl? This does not look like your average debt collection. What are you calling it, Sorry. Trying to get to the, Well, I guess we, have a battle coming up soon. Sorry, just trying to get back to the main quest. And what is this? What is this? What is this? Sorry. What in the... Okay. See, I'm famous around these parts. Ellen, Trowler, we heard someone there. And guess we're stuck in this quest for a bit. This is one of those automatic pop-up quests. Yeah. We'll go back to the main quest, please. Quest. Okay, we're back to the main quest. What store is this direction? Above us. No stand on it. Beautiful plan. Hold on, I'm close to something. Above us. Could be, I think it's above us. Sorry about the view. The, to get to the top. It's no wall. How high is this wall? No, you get up there. Yes. Like this. Hold on. See if we can fix this. Both stores up there.
Where's my key? Not again.
Found a way to get up there. Very, we're here. Oh. No, nothing is there. Is there? It's down on this ledge. Ow. Come on. Just strike him.
The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue.
Try this again. Get him on the ledge. Oh boy. I'm not running out of energy too. Nice. He instantly landed in your car. Well, let's get out here. See a teleport. There we go. Win map. What happens when we run out of energy? See that bar? See the bar that says 7% of our health bar? Know what happens when we do not know what happens when that gets to 0. We're at the bookstore.
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste.
No problem. Oh, I'm sure you mostly ordered for yourself.
Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right?
Yep, you got. How has he been doing? Yep, you got. But how's he doing lately? What's he been up to?
Wanna take a guess?
Has he been doing as usual?
Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know.
Counselor?
That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnaya by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next meeting. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in Nevetcha these days.
Tartaglia, a counselor. Sorry. Tartaglia, a counselor. Are just a little bit hard to imagine. Doesn't exactly strike me as a, one of those.
Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions
Oh.
later sort, isn't he?
True.
It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester,
Yeah, now we got these
Piero,
in.
before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd
Why?
already prepared to leave us for good all the way back
I
then.
just asked why.
But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded.
Why Tartaglia?
That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face.
This is Tartaglia.
He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade. By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right?
Because the jester needs to maintain a balance of power.
Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time.
Are you sure it's okay to tell me all this inside information?
What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnaya Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting, but since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
That explains a lot.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me?
What makes you ask that? Not jealous, are you?
Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Notcry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart?
Guess that is part of the reason. Want to make sure I wasn't being disrespectful.
Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlo-Lidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need.
I didn't want to go with you, but I promised Paimon I wouldn't go too far.
Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that?
I owe you for the tea you shared with me. Can't stand by when you are in danger.
Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help.
Great, thanks. Sounds like a
Then
plan.
let's go. You, take 2 people to Potvoye restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
I guess we need to go to that area. Over here. Happens when we're down to 4%. 3%. 2%. Ow. Oh, we reached 0%. What happened? Do we need to go? We're starting to freeze. Great. And bad things are happening. Well, that's what happens. You know.
La, la, la,
This won't do. If we increase the number of ice blocks one by one. One's there. Oh no, the master must climb on. Master had used 3 blocks of prime ice for his work, but for me to create more or less the same form, I need 5. Someone could help me think of a way out. The master? Yeah, the master. Oh, hello. It's nice to see. Hello to you too, fine miss. Here, you ever heard the artist Kazimir Larionov? I don't know if I said that right. Any chance what he called the master? Nope. Must be really famous. Nope. But the two you don't want to hear from whatever this is. You might not have heard the artists around here. That's understandable. Yes, yeah, very understandable. Renowned master artist Bill Hale is a master. He ushered the new ice age of the Snezhnaya and avant-garde art. The father of prime ice, aesthetics, and the sole representative of the glacial fruit of art. Did you say glacial fruit of being the word is edible or something? Yum. Oh no, my dear fine miss. How would the high-class folks in Snezhnaya put it? What they call that an aesthetic. Important. He grew up here, right? I'm not gonna say this. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to mess it up. Such an honor to be from the same town as our avant-garde master. The story goes, the master had rather humble beginnings here. Family wasn't very wealthy. He didn't go to school much either. Younger days he worked here in town as a laborer. The ice court, which is now pretty much what I do now. Then he went somewhere further in life, created some beautiful sculptures out of prime ice. Later his talent was discovered and he became an artist. That's when he left. What? Forever to live along the high-class folks in Snezhnaya. But this story very much, my dear sir, my dear fine miss, so much Malvich, had to go to this line because of it. Do you wish to become an artist too? Do you wish to become one of the high-class folks too? Never thought that way, my dear sir. You should become an artist like the master. So, although I'm just a ordinary prime ice designer, right now I have yet to make out whatever. At the very least, I could say I'm starting off at a very same place as the master. I work hard to learn from the master's way. Is this a different quest? They won't walk the same class as he did. No. There's Snezhnaya, where the great artist respected by all. They'll be able to stay in a big house and not worry about where my heating will come from. Who knows, they need to Saritsa herself and drink all the whatever I want. I pay for it. Lord would dare look down me. You seem rather troubled right now. You're right, my dear sir. Consider for opportunity that has however left me unsure of what to do. Look, we'll have my Primary Stars exhibition happening soon in Snezhnaya. Just planned a special themed exhibition called the Classics. Redux Blade Chef Group Master Returns. Special Homage Edition. And the job orders from this expedition are sent here to whatever. Since I've been initiating the master all this while, he must see how important this opportunity is to me. I can fairly reproduce his work. My dear sir, many artists Snezhnaya would notice me. The order I received. Master, I've only used 3 blocks of Primary to create the original work. For me to reproduce the work, I need 5. At least 5. Unless you stick to 3 blocks, though, maybe you could complete the work would be a victory in itself. Oh, it's really nice of you to say that to make me feel better. But Luffy's regards ours precisely because he's able to make out 3 blocks of prime ice. Whenever you use 5 blocks of prime ice, whatever I end up making won't be the master's work at all. I can't even recreate the master's work. How am I supposed to walk the same path he did? Since the order only pays enough for 3 blocks of prime ice, I'll have to pay for additional blocks to use out of my own pocket. Because that's what this is really about. The money! You're flaming this. I don't think it's very fair of you to say that. But it's also important to pay my due. I wouldn't be so vexed with about a few more. What I'm worried about is, what would the folks in Snezhnaya think if I can't come with a faithful reproduction of master's work? I can't afford to let this precious opportunity go waste. Prove to both of you that I and Malovich are not as small-minded as these think. I want to give you a payment of this order. For this order. Once the 2 of you can help me think of a way out. Let's take a look at that job order first. Here's a job order. Look at the little illustration over there. We'll have to remove 2 blocks of prime ice somehow. If you succeed, you'll have payment for a job order. Okay, so are we in quest? Yeah, something different. So we need to go to wherever this is. Below. Visit. And this is below us.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction.
I'll go rescue them.
Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Now we need to go rescue people. Where? Those our expedition jobs are always such a headache. One thing they're good at is turning a simple matter into a whole problem. Just take care of this job for me. I'm more than happy to give them on a career on it. Must be a different quest. Need some mini games or something. Okay, now they want us to position prime ice. Eh. Sorry. Trying to get back to the main quest. He hears the illustration how they want it. Only help people. The wall. Can't climb the walls. You need to be down here anyway. You need to be down
I
here
have
anyway.
to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Who is this?
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now.
I'm here to help with the rescue effort. I'm with Sandrone.
Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnaya.
Hello,
Well,
Odette.
I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Hello, Odette.
So this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every sec-
So it's us and Odette.
Bellowing thunder!
That's right. Line area is dangerous. Please do not enter. Nothing right here in the, Hold on. Be right back. I have returned. Just find these people.
Careful. Something's moving.
What is this?
This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
The slimes.
Shadow.
Slimes.
Thunderclap!
Keep going. Those two are not really. Yes, we are.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems
What's
very
this thing?
agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
What is this thing? Class.
Take this!
That monster.
Crystalline Adagio.
Yeah!
Together.
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. He and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
The path has been cleared. It's safe now.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. This way.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat.
Is this its lair?
Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for us to leave.
Wait, this place. There's something unusual about.
What's this? Back on all that thing.
What is that?
I don't know.
Let me fire a sword.
It's back?
Guess it has family.
I guess we,
This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here.
Fang's blade. This. That's detailed. Want to flip it? Hold on. Flip it to let's look at. Yes, we have to complete the now it's on the ether. We need to get out of here. Get away. There. Need to go back to the top, so I guess there's only one way up there. We need to meet Snezhnaya, which is right there.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name.
I'm Traveler, an adventurer.
Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. Alright then. See you around.
Hello, Snezhnaya.
Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
Performance?
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnaya. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korolievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady. She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
No wonder you're such a keen fighter.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. Alright, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard.
That's it? Isn't there more work to be done here?
Sure, but Snezhnaya will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes.
Yes, and in the meantime, the people here just have to wait?
Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnaya. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for second-hand swords.
This is how it's always been done. Everyone's gotten by with this for years.
I sympathize. But rules are rules.
And these guys. What's a newcomer like you know? Primates is sturdy stuff. When we move it, we just push it along and let it slide. That's how everyone done for years. Understand, but no means no. According to the rules, unsafe operations mean a 3-day suspension. Return to work site after you memorize the safety code again. You have in your mind, you have any idea what situation we're in? Deadline's around this corner, and this is whatever. A fancy opera has a hold on. Guys, it's not looking at us. get out when let's return. Oh, sorry. I had no way. The worst way, or having the opposite way we need. What's this? We can get to that other bridge.
Yeah.
Where did this storm come from? Oh boy. I can barely see anything. This.
Hup.
Hup. Buddy. There we go. Really? Stuck in the wall. On my way back to the bar. Apparently we're back at the beginning. Ledge. This overhang. I just teleport there too. Go here. What's this? It's a part of the story. Oh boy. Oh, Tartaglia.
Huh. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, alright? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real big shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo-Lajdovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
You call it?
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuzha, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, obviously if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Oh boy.
Huh? Of course, fire away.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuzha. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Oh boy.
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital.
I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either.
Right. This affects you directly, hence my
The
question.
Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone. But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Snezhnaya and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vetcha meetings. And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty the Tsaritsa and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vetcha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
In fairness to Snezhnaya, she rushed to Svietlolaidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Sorry, maybe my question was a bit rude. I'd still like to know what exactly the Tsaritsa's up to.
Hey, come on! There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this?
You have a point.
Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one day.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
It's mostly because we know each other quite well.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... Alright, I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Pavorier Restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Thanks.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
One last thing, I just remembered something. I met the Jester when I first arrived to Snezhnaya.
Already? That was quick.
He seemed to know who Paimon was. Let's see him again to clear things up.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Got it.
I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
Sure thing, see you.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do. And things I ought to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Laidovka.
Go to wherever. Only.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo.
Yes.
There really is something special about this sword.
Should I really come with you?
Let's enhance a blade. So we got a C1 blade.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven. In the meantime, I'd better go find Alosha.
Oh, so sorry.
Go to Zolny.
Got everything here. Come, take a look.
Feels like the wind's creeping in from the back of my shirt. And also the front.
Hello there. How can I help?
Looking for Alosha.
Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go fetch him for you.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnagrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief?
So that's it. So that's it. They'll just have to wait. Where Snezhnaya has enough energy right now.
Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresny Crystal from Stratomaros will start flowing into the market.
Really? Why?
When we resolve Stratomaros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use it up at once. A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably a good idea, since energy prices are only going to keep rising. But there will always be people who urgently need Mora.
So they'll sell it to the highest bidder.
Exactly. At the current prices, selling Crystal is an easy way for an ordinary person to make a fortune. Hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second. Let me check. So, you're planning on buying the crystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford.
Let me cover this. I can't pay for all of it myself. I can't let you pay for all of it myself.
No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about. Besides, you're already providing the train.
Okay, I volunteer.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market. But I doubt there'll be much crystal left.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look. Let's see. Huh?
What's Odette doing here?
Oh, Alosha, and...
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
We teamed up and whatever. And also didn't realize you two knew each other.
Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times. When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra help.
It's awkward.
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Svietlolaidovka. So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Svietlolaidovka. It bothered me so much I couldn't focus on my dancing. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do.
Can't let it go either.
You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Rokot are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do. I've heard about a few cases like that.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story.
What's on your mind?
Nothing is spaced out for a moment.
I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some Crystal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pockets.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Thanks for helping.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure. That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
I'm glad we're in safe hands.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
I had my hands full, but I'm gonna go back and check on
What's
her.
wrong? Who's Paimon?
His travel buddy. Hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I have returned. I couldn't just turn a blind eye to her suffering. I wouldn't want that either.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
Sure, she'll appreciate the company. And she'll definitely enjoy
All
the
right
candy.
then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
Yes, go back to the restaurant. This west. Sorry. Going back to main quest. Sorry about this. Quest. Sorry about skipping. I was trying to get back to the main quest. Just trying to skip the dialogue. Back to the main quest. Here. Return to the restaurant. Fall off the stairwell. Right here. This guy. Let's see. Don't buy anything.
All right.
Upstairs.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
It's okay, no need to worry. You want Tartalia's, guys?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
Here. Boy.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you.
What's gonna happen?
Traveler! Oh, shit, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
He's a member of Fatui, but she's solidly could
You're a
trust her.
friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point.
How you feeling?
Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right. It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet?
Nope. Didn't get anything out of harm.
No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
Need to try a different approach. Want to look into this Rokad
The Rokad, huh?
They might know what's exactly going on. Do you know how I could contact them?
Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to. Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm. Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today.
Yes, ma'am.
Kinda like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Need to rest up until a following day. 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm just trying to get to 8. That'll work. It's the day after tomorrow, right? It'll work anyway. So let's go to the theater.
If there's anything you need, please let me know.
Here it is. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with a Rokot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before.
Of course, no problem. Thanks for sorting everything
Pleasure.
out.
Here.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Who's this guy?
Is that guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
What's up? Everything okay?
I was expecting such strict security.
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight. Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri. He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
Mitya,
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work. But that's not for us to worry about. What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh?
Let's see the opera epic keys.
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Use,
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
What's his problem?
That's crappy.
Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Oh boy. Her old outfit. Original outfit.
this leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
Guess we'll go backstage. First off. Okay. There we go.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Oh, it's you two.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
Oh boy.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodyanitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door.
What?
Confidentiality, of course. The Rokat is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The President's reply sent this morning. Wait, so he's been approved to join?
As in me?
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat. Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives. Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokat. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the President explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
So that means you and her are both members?
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it?
Man, every word. I love you, Cindy.
Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokat is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokat in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Sounds good to me. I'm in.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
Yeah, application form. Since you keep your identity secret, how come you two know each other?
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like... my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, it seemed like a real grouch.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
That's pretty outrageous.
And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. I have to choose it. And the orientation. Okay, here we go. See what they say about this.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. But other than that, you're good to go. We'll hold on to this for you. Alright. Now that we're officially Rokot comrades, I can tell you. Chuganov is the target of our current operation. Recently, We've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight. Mitya.
Hello, Shannon. You mentioned that name earlier.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him. The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation.
Since he's an energy expert, does that mean he might know the side story of Project Snezhnaya?
Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Definitely, I'd love to join.
Okay, in that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information. He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
I'm sure we can manage a bit of friendly chit-chat.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Oh boy.
Everything!
Okay, with this, I think I'm gonna call the stream here. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next.